What's up, everybody? Peter Joseph here, once again for another video right here, this time on the Peter Joseph channel, youtube.com/Peter Joseph. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to this very channel and my other channels in the description box below. And as always, share the video all over the internet. Tap the bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn thing. Because if you do, you miss out and you're SOL. I don't think I need to tell you what that means. But if you're dumb and stupid, SOL means shit out of luck. Pretty much, you miss a video, you miss out. So it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. So hit the bell, turn on all notifications, so you don't miss a goddamn thing. Because you do, you do. And it is what it is. That's it. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, on this late Wednesday night, July the 12th, 2023, or if you're watching this on a replay, July the 13th, 2023. Hope everybody had a great Wednesday. And if you didn't, too bad. Check out my first video of the day. We had a sad day in the world of professional wrestling. We lost Mantar today, a former wrestler from the mid-90s. So talk about that. Link will be down below in the description box, so check that out on the Metal God channel. But on this late Wednesday night, it is time for your late night AEW Dynamite review for July the 12th, 2023, excuse me. I thought it was going to be at the Prudential Center, but I guess that's going to be a little bit later. Well, next week's in Boston, and I think the week after that might be in the Prudential Center. I don't know. But anyway, we're in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada. We're still in Canada. Final week of being in Canada, thank the Lord. Canada sucks. But anyway, we're in Saskatoon, Canada, and our commentary team, as always, the man behind the mask, Excalibur, the proven idiot, even though Excalibur called him an idiot, you bastard. A man who's not an idiot, that's Tony Baloney Schiavone, and the resident Met fan, my good friend, Taz. Pretty much, that's it. Alright, so we are 1 week away from Blood and Guts 3. And we're going to find out who the fifth man on each team will be. We also got the semifinals of the Blind Eliminator Tournament. We also got Ruby Soho taking on Sky Blue in the semifinals. The first semifinal in the Women's Owen Hart Tournament. Going to finish that up this week. As the finals will be on Collision this Saturday night. And Battle of the Belts. Don't forget Battle of the Belts on Saturday night at 10 p.m. on TNT. After Collision. So 3 hours of wrestling. We got that and a whole lot more on Dynamite tonight. And this show was very good. Pretty damn good show. I enjoyed it. Well, let's get into it. Let's not waste any more of your precious time that you could be doing something else. But you came to see me because you love me. And I love you too. I love you, man. In any case, that's it. We move on. Alright, so we get the opening sequence. We are live on TNT. And we start off with our first match of the night. We have Commander with Alex Abrahantes at ringside. The Mexican luchador. He's good friends with this guy. Yeah, Donito Nese! How you doing against a Commander? Okay. Yeah, I like my Lucha Libre stuff. Rosa got that for me back in the day. Anyway, but we move on. He need a place with his toys. I play with your mama. That's what I do. But I digress. In any case, Commander takes on the Wizard, Le Champion, the Painmaker, Chris Jericho, in a one-on-one match. Was a pretty decent match for what it was. Commander, whoops, I went past my notes. Commander doing his usual flippy dibbity doos that makes the crowd jump and go, oh my god! You know. So he does a lot of that. But really, Jericho, you know, taking all the punishment from that shit. But eventually, Jericho comes back. Jericho actually missed a dive to the floor. That's something you don't see every day. Commander hits the rope walk flippy dibbity doo, or trick as Tony Maloney called it. Setting up the Phoenix Splash for a near fall as we go back in. Jericho comes back with the Code Breaker off the top for a near fall. Commander tries another springboard. That don't work. Didn't you learn the first time, dude? Only to get caught in the Lion Tamer. And Commander tapped out just under 13 minutes. And that's pretty much it. But the match itself was... I thought it was pretty good. So I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. And then after the match, Don Callis, you know, Cyrus the Virus, he comes out, shows a clip of himself and Jericho from like 1995, I believe, with their mentor, Bad News Allen. Bad News Allen? Never heard of that guy. I heard of Bad News Brown, but not Bad News Allen. Maybe he messed up the name, I don't know. But anyway, early on, 1995 shit. Jericho remembers it, says Allen told them to stay together. They didn't keep his promise, but Callis believes that Allen is looking down and smiling at the idea. I guess it was Bad News Brown, because he passed away a long time ago. And smiling at the idea of them getting together. So Don asks him again, you want to join my family? And basically Jericho doesn't even say yes or no, just says, we don't know yet. Is he or is he not? So that situation continues on. I don't think he will. I mean, they're kind of teasing the breakup of the Jericho Appreciation Society. You know, Sammy and Danny Garcia tagging together, and Sammy's really supposed to be a face. You know, and then 2.0 kind of still together. You know, Matt Maynard, you know, Daddy Magic. You want to know what makes his nipples hard? Just ask him. He's on his YouTube page. And Angelo Parker. And then we got the forgotten guy, Mr. Jake Hager, with that creepy purple hat. I really hope they don't break up the Jericho Appreciation Society. I really don't. I mean, there's a lot of factions in AEW. You know, Facción de Ingobernables. You got the Jericho Appreciation Society. You got the Elite. You got the Blackpool Cut Club. You got the Workhorsemen. That's really a team, not a stable, but now you got QTV. I mean, there's so many different factions in AEW, and half of them are not even good, except like the Dark Order. And some of them really should be broken up, like the Dark Order and like QTV, because they're boring as fuck, except for Harley Cameron. I'll talk about that lovely lady in a little bit. But in any case, I really hope they don't break up the Jericho Appreciation Society. I really don't. But it's getting there. I think we're getting to that point where they're gonna break them up. It's gonna suck. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so we move on. Then we go to the back with Alex Marvez. He's in the dreaded parking lot. And he's trying to get a word with Jungle Boy, or Jungle Man Jack Perry. He doesn't want to get out of his car because, you know, it's an unsafe work environment, and Hook is like at somewhere. And then Hook comes from the other side of the back of the car on the other side where Jack Perry was, and starts going after him. But then eventually Jack Perry gets away again. And then Hook goes into the camera and says, "Keep running, Perry." I don't know when this match is going to happen, but it's coming up pretty soon. So we'll see what happens with that, for that garbage FTW title that Taz gave, basically. He gave it to Ricky, who did he give it to? No, he didn't give it to Ricky Starks. He gave it to Brian Cage for some odd reason. Then Ricky Starks won it. And then Hook won it. And now he's held it for like almost a year or so. And now Jack Perry's gonna win, and nobody cares. It's a worthless fucking belt. that wasn't really defended that much in ECW, called the FTW title, and it really was the world title for Taz. Just dropped the ECW belt and gave him the FTW belt, and then Sabu fucking beat his ass. And then the ECW belt came back. So that was very short-lived in ECW, but still. It's a worthless belt. It's not, AEW doesn't even recognize it as an actual belt. Or as Shane Douglas would like to say, 10 pounds of trinket, you know? That little trinket belt. This belt sucks, you know? It does suck. It's just a worthless belt. That's it. Let me move on. Alright, then we go to the back with Renee Paquette. Don Callis comes in. He's ready to name the 5th member of his team for Blood and Guts 3. And that's coming at the end of the show. So I gave that 3 to 5 stars. Then we get a recap of MJF's efforts to win over Adam Cole, baby! So then we go to another epic motherfucking segment with these guys. I love this. These two guys. Oh. This is what Jericho and MJF should have been back about a year or two ago. And they fucked that up. But the only good thing about that was the musical segment they had. The Broadway segment where they were singing together. That was good, but then just fizzled out. But this is great. I know MJF is going to screw Adam Cole. And Roddy might turn on Adam Cole too. I don't know. But we'll get that. We'll see what happens. Excuse me. So anyway, we go to a segment, or video I should say, where they're at the bar last week. This bar is in Canada? Okay. Anyway, MJF not being pleased over Cole not wearing the Better Than You Baby shirt. And then 4 lovely ladies come in. And Cole and MJF kind of look him over. Cole, you're a soon-to-be married man. Stop it. And MJF says, 2 for him and 2 for you, there, Adam Cole. Well, Adam Cole is a engaged man, so that ain't gonna work for him. So MJF says, well, I'll have a 4-bagger. So kind of they cut, and then MJF and the ladies leave, and then we come back. MJF's kind of like fixing himself up. Yeah, but that was pretty damn quick though. It was like a quick cut. He goes with the ladies, like two seconds later he comes right back. Says the maximum ride is spent. Yeah, right. Those ladies probably looked at your micro cock. Said, I'm out it. We're out of here. No wonder Naomi left you. Remember his he was engaged to a girl named I think Naomi. That went nowhere. I guess we found out that he has a micro penis. I mean, it's been proven since 2016 when it was in the Indies when JT Dunn called him a micro dick. Said, you got a micro dick. And then us marks went with him. Just every time that MJF came out, we call him micro penis. And MJF didn't like it. He still doesn't like it to this day. I mean, everybody's calling him a micro dick, like Mike Verna, Joe Maximo, my mentor. Surprised I haven't I think Punk brought that up when they were feuding. But still, you know. Anyway, we move on. Cole says he'll put the team shirt on if they do what he wants to do next. So Maxwell's like, well, what do you want to do? So they go to the hotel room and they're playing AEW Fight Forever. That was great. I loved it. And Max was like, I don't like playing video games. But then they're teaming together against FTR in the game and they win the tag team titles. And they're like, yeah! And then they stop for a second. And I think Adam Cole asked MJF, is like, do you play multiplayer games and stuff like that? And then MJF kind of like stopped for a second. He's like, those are for people who have friends. So I'm like, well, Maxwell exposed himself and then plays with himself. Well, he has no one. He's a lonely man he's a lonely man on that island. Oh well. Anyway, so they win the titles and they go completely berserk. I freaking loved every second of it. It was fabulous. And, well, they win the semifinals. They go to the finals, which is next week. And then the tag title match will be in Hartford, Connecticut. That's WWE territory. On Collision. So they will probably face FTR. If FTR beats the Bullet Club Gold on Collision this Saturday in a 2 out of 3 falls match, that's going to be a banger. But we'll see what happens with that. But this segment was, so good. And I gave it 5 out of 5. And I'm not saying that because I'm a fucking mark. Well, I am a mark. I'm an Adam McCall mark, but it is what it is. It was funny. Better than what WWE would do. Except it was only if it's a segment with Roman, then I don't think it'll come close, but still. But these two guys, they're gonna win the tag team belts, but then we all know what's gonna happen. Like any other tag team that gets thrown together, they win the tag team belts, and then like a week later they lose it. Then they fight at the pay-per-view. Like Cena, I think it was Cena and Edge, or I think it was Cena and Edge, or Cena and Shawn Michaels, or a tag team. They won the titles and then they lost it like a week later. Ridiculous. But I think MJF and Adam Cole will win the tournament. Like we already knew that we're gonna win. And then they'll face FTR on Collision on the 29th, win the titles, probably lose it the week after that, probably on Dynamite, or maybe the next Collision after that in August. And then we'll start the promos leading up to All In on August the 25th, somewhere at the end of August. Got the actual date. So we'll have that match in London. Then they might have a rematch in Chicago on September the 3rd, which is the week after. So we'll see what happens with that and where Roddy fits in all this. Maybe Roddy joins up with MJF. I don't know. But we'll see what happens with that. But like I said, 5 out of 5 for that. Let me move on. All right, then we go to the first semifinal match in the Blind Eliminator Tournament. We have Darby Allin. How you guys doing? I'm from Seattle. And my good friend Orange Cassidy. They take on the Spanish God, Sammy Guevara, and the Dancing Fool, Daniel Garcia. This was a pretty good match. Sammy mocking the hands in his pants, puts his hands down his pants, and then Orange Cassidy wants to do the same thing. He's like, smack him right in the face, you idiot. He put his hands down his pants, but he couldn't find nuts. Oh well. Sucks to be you, Sammy, but, Ty Conti can find you nuts for you. But I digress. Anyway, pretty back and forth match. That went berserk a little bit. But we're getting to the end of the match. And then Cassidy and Garcia trade rollers for a near fall. And then they both knock each other out for a double down. Sammy misses a shooting star press as Daniel Garcia locks in the Dragon Tamer on OC. And then my good buddy, the real Prince of the Prophecy, Prince Nana of the Embassy, he comes out for some odd reason, hands Garcia the skateboard, and with Darby going after him, Swerve Strickland comes out for a cheap shot. So I guess they're gonna go again with Swerve and OC for that goddamn All International title. Ugh. So Swerve hits a cheap shot, and then Sammy hits the Go to Hell on Darby for the win. For the win. So maybe we'll get Swerve and Darby going at it in a feud. But then again, this was like, that's what it was. So, but anyway, Sammy and Danny get the win, and they move on to the finals, where they will face either Big Cass and Brian Cage, or Better Than You, baby, MJF and Adam Cole, baby. And that's pretty much it. So, match was alright. Gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. Then we go to another video on my good buddy Nick fucking Wayne. who started training for wrestling at the tender age of 9. Then his father, his father was named Bruce Wayne. I'm not kidding. Oh, I think his name's Buddy Wayne, or I think it was Buddy Wayne, not Bruce Wayne, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, imagine his father was Bruce Wayne. That'd be funny. But anyway, his father died. Now he wrestles for both of them. So, wrestles for himself and wrestles for his dad. So when you see his mom at ringside when his match with Swerve comes up later. So, more backstory for Nick Wayne, for those of you who don't know who the fuck he is. And those of you, there's a lot of you that don't know who he is. I think you need to see some Defy Wrestling videos on YouTube, or even GCW. Guy is amazing. He's only 18! He got signed at 16, so they wanted him to finish high school. So he finished high school, graduated. Now he's a full-fledged member of All Elite Wrestling at the age of 18. And he's going to be a star. Mark my words, in a few months he'll be TNT champion. As long as they use him correctly. But we'll see what happens with that. But, alright, then we go to the back with Renee. Roddy comes in, still in his neck brace. Asks Adam Cole, baby, if he's starting to really like MJF. Cole's like, no, I got it covered. Don't worry about it, Roddy. Don't worry about it. I got it. And then, Cole gets a text from MJF saying he has the flu. After he saw Brian Cage, he's like, I got the flu, I got the stomach flu. And then Cole's like, I gotta go. Max, stop fucking around! And then they just leave. So he leaves, and Roddy and Renee are like, something's wrong here. Don't know. So I give that 3 out of 5 stars. Then we go to the final semifinal match in the tournament. The Machine, Brian Cage, and Big Cass take on MJF, Maxwell Jacob Fartknocker, and Adam Cole, baby! Boom! So apparently MJF is all fine. He does all the stuff that Adam Cole, before the match. But, Cole even has the shirt, Better Than You, baby, which is out now on AEWshop.com. I'll probably get it later on. Not now, but when I have enough. I have the money, I just don't want to get it because I have a lot of bills to pay. But in any case, we get a quick meeting on the floor before Adam Cole and Brian Cage go at it. And, Cage does some push-ups. You're not Scott Steiner. Stop it. And, back to Big Cass and MJF. And the whole match, MJF is trying to body slam Big Cass. How Hulk Hogan brother tried to, and finally body slammed Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3. Or how he probably wanted to do a big John Studd moment where, John Studd tried to, nobody could body slam him, and then Andre the Giant won that battle royal, not even a battle royal, he won $10,000 in a body slam challenge. I was there for WrestleMania 1, way back in the day, at the Garden. But it is what it is. So he's trying to do that the whole match, couldn't even do it. But then, Cole and MJF started working together, and get some super kicks. Put Big Cass down, and then Brian Cage comes in, hits a double clothesline on both of them. Then he hits a four-way slam Samoan drop on both of them. That was pretty nice. Looked like MJF and Cole are in trouble, but they come right back. MJF hits the Heat Seeker on Brian Cage. Then Cole comes in, hits the boom. 1, 2, 3. MJF and Adam Cole, baby, are your winners. They go to the finals next Wednesday night on the program from Boston, where they will take on the Spanish God, Sammy Guevara, and the Dancing Fool, Daniel Garcia, to see who faces FTR on Collision July the 29th in Hartford, Connecticut. We'll see what happens with that. I think it's pretty much given that MJF and Adam Cole will win. Then we'll see them on Collision. They will beat FTR, maybe with some help from the Bullet Club. But we'll see. So they'll win the titles, and then they might hold it for maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks at most, and then they'll lose the titles because of MJF being stupid. Or maybe Cole cost them, I don't know. But then we'll see Cole and MJF more promos leading up to All In Wembley. And we'll see what happens with all that. That's it. All right, so I gave that match 3.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. All right. After the match, MJF acknowledges how over he is in Canada. Cole does his catchphrase. MJF says the double clothesline is coming. And then they basically say, we're better than you, baby. That's pretty much it. All right, then we see Roddy in the back, not impressed. So, looks like the Undisputed Devils, as some people are calling them. We'll see. See what happens with that. All right, then we go outside Chris Jericho's locker room. We have Jake Hager, Weed, the people, with Renee. No, I think it was Renee. They go into his room. Jericho's considering joining Don Callis, and Hager's like, I've done so much for you. I saved you in Abu Dhabi. You gave me a job here in AEW. You know, we have some history together. And then he gives Jericho his purple hat. So, looks like he's gone from the Jericho Appreciation Society. Sammy and Danny, we don't know yet. 2.0, we don't know yet. So, we still don't know what's going to happen with Jericho and Don Callis. And that's pretty much it. So, I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. And we move on. Alright, then we go to the dreaded death slot with the women. And the semifinals in the Women's Owen Hart Tournament. We have Ruby Soho taking on Sky Blue. We had Paige and the AEW Women's Champion Toni Storm at ringside. It was a decent match, went surprisingly 8.5 minutes. Like I said, back and forth. Ruby gets a cover for a fast 2 count, but her knee gives out. But Sky Blue is able to block Destination Unknown. Then we get a half crab, sends Sky Blue over to the ropes, but her leg gives out again. That Sky Blue's leg was hurt during the whole match. So she gets the rope break, but that didn't even matter as Ruby hits a middle rope, no future. 1, 2, 3, she gets the win. She goes to the finals where she will face either Athena or our resident fun girl, Willow Nightingale. That match will be on Friday on Rampage. We'll see what happens with that. Then the finals will be on Collision this Saturday night. From Calgary, Alberta, Canada. That's that. Alright, so I gave the match 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to Harley Cameron, my girl Danny L, looking amazing in her music video called Rap Lessons. Well, she could rap her ass off. She looked so fucking amazing in that fucking video. Oh. Acclaimed who? Damn, she was looking hot. For a girl who can actually sing and rap. If you haven't heard her sing, look her up. She did some stuff with I think she's friends with Scarlett Bordeaux and Shotzi. So, you can see some of that stuff on YouTube. We'll get that. So I give that 3 out of 5 stars. Then we go to Nick Wayne's debut match against Swerve Strickland. This is a rematch from Defy Wrestling where Nick Wayne got his contract. Thanks with Darby got him the contract. This was when he was 16. So Wayne turned 18 the day before yesterday. So happy birthday to Nick Wayne. This was an amazing match. Great match. We get near the end. Darby Allin comes out to cheer him on because Nick was in a little bit of trouble. His mom was cheering him on. Nick hits a super reverse poison Rana for a near fall. Then he hits Wayne's World, party time, excellent. No, not that Wayne's World, but Wayne's World, his diving cutter for a near fall. Strickland counters a Hurricane Rana attempt into a super power bomb, and that was basically it. Hits the last call, glares at Darby, sets up for the JML driver, finishes him off after breaking his freaking arm. Oh, he put him in some type of weird position. That was sick. So Swerve gets the win. He gets a little bit of revenge from Defy Wrestling. and he gets the win. Match I gave 4 out of 5 stars. Very good match. Sucks that Nick Wayne lost his debut match. But, you know, Swerve sent a message to Darby, so like I said, it looks like we're going to see Swerve and Darby go at it. Should be some good shit. Let me move on. Alright, then we got Excalibur, Motormouth Excalibur, not taking a breath, I should say, announcing all the stuff that's coming up on Rampage, Collision, Battle of Belts, and even next Wednesday with Blood and Guts. So we get that. Then we go to the final segment of the night. Don Callis comes out to announce the 5th member for Blood and Guts. He mocks Kenny, who comes out, who gets cut off by Jon Moxley and Takeshita. And then out of nowhere, a guy we haven't seen in a while, that bastard Pac is the 5th man. They have a big beatdown on Kenny. They're about to decapitate his neck. And then Kenny's like, "You want to know what a 5th member is? Look at the screen!" Then the lights go out, and we get this big thing, like, he's coming, and then we see a silhouette of this wrestler, and it's Kota fucking Ibushi. I told you all since March. Ibushi was coming to AEW, so the Golden Lovers are back once again. The Golden Elite back for the first time in like 3 years, I think, 3-4 years. So the Golden Elite will take on the Blackpool Cuck Club and Pac. Why Pac? I know that him and Kenny have history, but Pac? Come on. But anyway, there's your 5-on-5 for next Wednesday night. Blood and Guts. The Golden Elite versus the Blackpool Cuck Club and Pac. It's going to be a slobber knocker, blood all up the wazoo. I think the Golden Elite will win. I think Kota may get the win for the team. They might hit the double Kogeyame, the V-trigger. They're going to do something. Like Kenny and Kota are going to do some weird, good stuff. It's going to be a great match. Bloody as fuck, but, I think the Golden Elite will win the feud, and that's pretty much it. Anyway, so I gave the final segment 3.5 out of 5 stars, but AEW was solid tonight. 8 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments section, and that's pretty much it for that. So thank you all for watching. I'm Peter Joseph signing off. I will be back tomorrow night with my Ring of Honor review over on my Kill of Demons channel. And then Friday we got SmackDown and Rampage. And Saturday night we got Battle of the Belts and Collision. So got a few more videos to come until my mental health break on Sunday. And that's pretty much it. So I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Peace.